Fuck good looks. Figure out what value you can bring in the world and you'll make yourself a place in it. Fuck talent and brains. Be a good person. Work hard. Become the best at whatever it is you choose to do, and the world will pay you for it. Welcome to the Spinoso Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alex Spinoso. My experience and expertise is in scaling all types of medical businesses to 7, 8, and 9 figures. And I'm sharing my journey to having multiple 8-figure companies and someday, hopefully, enjoying a 9-figure exit. This isn't a podcast telling you you should do this. I'm just telling you how I did this, and I hope that helps you. I want to help you build your business, take ownership of your life, and become a better leader at home and at work. And guys, I'd love to connect with you, especially if you're a medical entrepreneur. I have free courses available to help you scale your medical business. Check those out at dralexspinoso.com/courses. That is dralexspinoso.com/courses. I also invite you to connect with me on Instagram at Dr. Alex Spinoso, LinkedIn at the same, and every other platform, YouTube, etc. I am always Dr. Alex Spinoso. Thanks for listening. Today, what I have to say is applicable to everybody, but I specifically want to talk to young men. I'm talking about young men who may be in college, maybe you're in high school, maybe even in junior high school. Now, if you're in junior high and you're listening to this podcast, fuck yeah. Glad to have you here, bro. I want to help you absolutely crush it. Anyway, I want to speak to young men who might be struggling. You're struggling because maybe you think you're too fat or too skinny. Maybe you're not the most athletic type. Maybe you are crazy good looking. Maybe your parents hate each other and your family life is absolute dog shit. I don't know. The point is, you're struggling. Listen, I get it. I mean, I have great parents. I grew up in a great family, but, we had our issues, and I definitely had my issues growing up. I've always been short. I don't look like Chris Hemsworth. I never have. I wasn't born with genius-level intellect, and I certainly wasn't born with Olympic-level athletic skill. Any success I experienced in sports was the result of relentless hard work. But if you look at me now, I live the life a lot of people say that they want to live. $1 million businesses, big house, daily driving a McLaren, beautiful and faithful wife, and incredible kids. Just a lot of really cool fucking things I get to experience in life. Maybe you want that stuff. And like I said, maybe you're struggling right now. Here's what I want to tell you. First, if you feel bad because you aren't smart, good looking, or talented, it doesn't matter. The vast majority of people on the planet don't give a shit about that. The captain of your high school cheerleaders, might care. The rest of actual adult humanity who are actually good human beings, they don't give a fuck. You can't kick a soccer ball well or shoot the lights out in basketball? Well, Big Dick Dan, the quarterback of your high school football team, might care, but the real men in the world don't give a fuck. So don't worry about it. The older that you get, the more the standards of acceptance, at least from people who are quality human beings, will go away. Your acceptance in the world won't be based off that. We all know the old man who just seemingly doesn't give a fuck. Well, that's everybody as you get older. Secondly, what your worth in the world will be based on is not your looks, nor your brains, nor your athletic skills. It will be whether or not you provide value. Fuck good looks. Figure out what value you can bring in the world and you'll make yourself a place in it. Fuck talent and brains. Be a good person. Work hard. Become the best at whatever it is you choose to do, and the world will pay you for it. The better you are, the more you'll get paid. Period. There's really no point in being self-conscious about how you look or what family you came from or whether or not you got a D+ in algebra. That stuff is irrelevant to happiness and fulfillment. That stuff is irrelevant to success and the creation of wealth. What is relevant is all the things that are directly within your control. Your attitude, your character, your effort, your commitment to never giving up. See, everyone says adulting is hard. I call bullshit. When you're a kid, our society tries to control you through public education, makes you conform to a Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3:30 schedule that forces you to spend time with other people as dumb as you are. But when you're an adult, you can take full control. There's no more excuses. You can make the decision to become a good person. You can make choices that prioritize things like starting a family, forming friendships, building a kick-ass multi-million-dollar business. You can set your will on working hard. You can resolve to never give up, no matter what. And if you do that, things will be fine. Trust me. I know. I've been where you are, and I know where I am now, and I know you can be there too. Like I said, I came from a good family. I have great parents, amazing grandparents. I've told this story many times, but I will tell it again for your benefit now. When he was alive, my grandfather Giovanni was an amazing mentor. He supported me. He loved me. And one time in high school, when I was on the soccer field, I suffered a really bad knee injury. The doctor said my soccer career was absolutely over. I was devastated, depressed. Playing meant so much to me. It was my identity. And hey, those doctors, the experts, they told me I was done. Were they right? Well, I thought so. But my grandpa Giovanni came into my house. He heard my story. He saw how upset and angry I was, how frightened, how I felt hopeless. And then he just looked at me and smiled and said, "You can do anything, Alex. You're Superman." He was so sure of it, so confident. And his confidence revitalized mine. I did figure it out. I was relentless about finding the right doctor, the one who thought I still had a chance. I had surgery. I did everything I needed to do rehabilitation and recovery. And months later, I returned to the field, full strength, back to my winning ways. We went on to win the national championship, and I played D1 soccer. That's the power of working hard. That's the power of a mentor. That's the power of belief. So, you may not have a mentor like Grandpa Giovanni in your life. So right now, let me be that mentor. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter who your parents are or what family you're from. It doesn't matter if you get straight A's or struggle with math or science or English or whatever. It doesn't matter if you are on the varsity team or can't even make first string water boy. It matters that you try and be a good person. It matters that you make the right choices. It matters that you try to provide value to the world every day. It matters that you work hard. It matters that you never give up. Trust me, you can do it. You're Superman.